Your car isn't aging, it's quietly decaying, and you won't notice until something catastrophic breaks. Meanwhile, in Japan, the same cars run like they're bulletproof. They rack up 500,000 miles without a sweat and barely hit the repair shop. Why? Japanese drivers follow weird, disciplined rituals that almost freeze a car's aging process. Get ready to learn these habits, starting with one controversial oil trick that makes cars nearly unkillable. Trick number 19. Oil changes based on use, not mileage. You've been blindly following the every 3,000 miles oil rule, thinking you're safe. There's no universal thumb rule. It's a myth. Here's the one place you can break the car manual and actually make your car last. Oil doesn't age by mileage alone. It ages by how you drive. Short trips, stop-and-go traffic, heavy loads. Oil wears out faster. You can't just wait for a set number of miles. But gentle drives and smooth roads, your oil can keep going much longer. 7,000, even 10,000 miles isn't crazy. Some manufacturers even push 15,000, but that's often just a warranty trap. The secret is to check it yourself. Regularly pop your hood and inspect the dipstick. If the oil is dark, gritty, or smells burnt, it's time to swap. If it's amber and smooth, it's still good to go. Tiny bubbles or sludge forming are warnings you can't ignore. Drivers who follow this rule save money, avoid engine nightmares, and extend their car's life far beyond expectations. Master this, and your car won't just survive, it will thrive. Once the heart flows right, even a frozen engine can wake without protest. Trick number 18. Warm up before driving. Cold oil is thick and sluggish. It doesn't flow well, pistons scrape, and bearings take the hit. Your engine pays the price quietly, damage stacking with every reckless start. Idling endlessly isn't the answer either. It wastes fuel, stresses components, and doesn't properly wake the engine. Instead, use those first 30 to 60 seconds wisely. Buckle your seatbelt, adjust mirrors, roll down the windows. These small actions give oil a chance to warm and circulate. The engine begins to wake up without unnecessary strain. Once you're moving, start gently. Ease into acceleration. Smooth, steady pressure on the pedals lets pistons and bearings align naturally. Cold revving, abrupt speed bursts, or stomping the gas can scar engine parts. Over time, this simple ritual compounds. Engines that are treated with patience hum smoothly for hundreds of thousands of miles. Drives that once felt harsh become effortless. Your car doesn't just survive cold starts, it thrives, and you'll notice the difference in longevity, performance, and repair bills. With every piston in sync, hidden fluids decide whether your car will thrive or falter. Trick number 17. Revive your fluids. Other than oil and washer, 90% of drivers never think about other fluids. They ignore coolant, brake, transmission, and power steering. That's a big mistake. There's no such thing as lifetime fluid. Everything ages, breaks down, and loses effectiveness over time. Coolant turns acidic. It corrodes the radiator and engine blocks. Transmission fluid darkens, smells burnt, and starts slipping. Brake fluid absorbs water. Power steering fluid gets gritty. Ignoring them invites overheating, slipping gears, or even sudden brake failure. Checking is simple. Look, smell, and feel. Clear, smooth, and properly colored fluid? Good to go. Dark, murky, or gritty? Replace it. 2 years, or about 30,000 miles, whichever comes first, is a safe rule for flushing most fluids. Some last longer, but don't push it. Regular checks extend life, prevent expensive repairs, and keep your car responsive. A quick fluid inspection, oil, brake, transmission, power steering, coolant, washer, saves headaches. Leaks, foaming, or odd smells are warning signs. Catch problems early, fix them, and your car will run smoother, stronger, and longer. And while liquids hum, the air it inhales can still betray its strength. Trick number 16. Change air and fuel filters during oil swap. By the time your oil turns dark, your air and fuel filters are screaming too. They're clogged, tired, and working overtime. Ignoring them is like feeding your car while it's suffocating. Filters are the lungs and arteries of your engine. Dirty air filters choke airflow. Fuel filters clog fuel lines. Both make your engine work harder. You'll burn more gas, lose power, and stress every moving part. Changing them during an oil swap isn't optional. It's survival. If you wait, Clogged filters turn a simple oil change into wasted effort. Your fresh oil will barely help because it's still fighting dirt downstream. Skip them, and you risk a cascade of failures. Fuel injectors gumming up, pistons straining, engine knocking. A $50 filter ignored can snowball into a $4,000 overhaul. Don't wait for the dirt to scream. Replace air and fuel filters on schedule. Or earlier if you drive dusty, stop and go, or long highway miles. It keeps your engine breathing, fuel flowing, and every mile smooth. Speaking of breathing, a blocked path can make the heart of your car gasp in protest. Trick number 15, deep clean intake system. Your engine breathes through its intake system. If it's clogged, everything suffers. Dust, dirt, and carbon slowly coat the throttle body and intake passages. Over time, this buildup chokes airflow, starving the engine. Symptoms sneak up: hesitation when accelerating, rough idling, sudden stalling in traffic. These aren't random problems. They're warning signs of a suffocating intake system. Ignoring it can stress pistons, increase fuel consumption, and even damage sensors. Repairing these parts can cost $500 to $2,000 or more. The fix is simple, but often overlooked. Deep clean the intake system every 30,000 miles, or roughly every 2 years. Use proper cleaners to remove carbon, gunk, and grime. Don't just spray. Clean the throttle body, intake manifold, and surrounding passages. The benefits are immediate: smoother throttle response, steady idle, and reduced engine strain. Fuel efficiency can improve by 1 to 3 miles per gallon. Your engine feels more alive. Think of it like human lungs. Would you run marathons with clogged airways? Of course not. Your engine deserves the same care. Regular intake cleaning prevents stalling, prolongs component life, and keeps your car breathing effortlessly. While the engine inhales clean air, the battery quietly decides if it will keep up with the journey. Trick number 14, battery terminal maintenance. Yellow and white powder creeping over battery terminals signals corrosion. It looks harmless, but it's quietly sabotaging your car. Every speck blocks power, makes the engine struggle to start, and stresses electronics. Corrosion accelerates in winter. After about 3 months of cold, wet weather, salt and moisture speed up buildup. Many drivers ignore it, risking stranded mornings, fried sensors, and overworked alternators. Modern inspections often miss it. The fix is simple: disconnect the battery. Scrub terminals with a baking soda and water mix. Rinse, dry, and coat lightly with WD-40 or petroleum jelly. Tighten clamps. Power flows freely again. Do this every 3 months, and your battery hums like new. Starts are crisp. Alternators work easier. Battery life stretches longer. Tiny corrosion specks can trigger huge headaches, but a little attention here saves thousands. It is like cleaning your glasses before a big test. Clear, sharp, and ready to perform. Clean terminals mean your car's electrical system runs smooth, reliable, and stress-free. Mile after mile, year after year. Power is restored next. Timing becomes everything. Trick number 13, preventive replacement of belts and tensioners. A snapped belt can destroy an engine in seconds. It happens without warning. No dashboard light, no early beep, just catastrophic failure. Most drivers ignore belts and tensioners until it's too late. Serpentine belts drive your alternator, power steering, and AC. Timing belts sink pistons and valves. If either fails, the damage can cost thousands. They are not lifetime parts. Lifespan varies. Serpentine belts last 60,000 to 100,000 miles. Timing belts usually need replacement every 60,000 to 100,000 miles too. Tensioners wear alongside them. Heat, driving conditions, and engine load can shorten this. The Japanese trick is preventive replacement. Inspect belts regularly for cracks, fraying, or glazing. Listen for squeaks or slaps under the hood. If anything looks off, replace immediately. Don't wait for the belt to fail. It's already too late by then. Replacing belts and tensioners on schedule prevents sudden breakdowns. Engines run smoothly, fuel consumption stays optimal, and stress on other components drops. Your car won't just survive, it avoids catastrophic failures. This next habit reveals why even perfectly aligned belts can't stop your tires from secretly wearing down. Trick number 12, regular tire checks. The biggest destroyers of your suspension aren't potholes, they're bad tires. Worn, misaligned, or improperly inflated tires send shocks straight into your suspension. suspension repair costs can easily hit $1,000 to $2,000. That's just for starters. Tire failure isn't rare. Thousands of accidents every year start with a blowout or loss of traction, and most drivers ignore the basics: proper PSI, regular rotations, alignment, and seasonal tires. Check tire pressure at least once a month. Cold tires give accurate readings. Underinflated tires wear unevenly. Overinflated tires reduce grip and comfort. Rotate tires every 5,000 to 7,000 miles to balance wear. Misalignment? It drags tires and stresses shocks and struts. Seasonal tires matter. Winter tires perform better on ice and snow. Summer or all seasons can fail when temperatures drop below 45 degrees Fahrenheit, 7 degrees Celsius. Switching on time saves money and prevents accidents. Inspect tread depth and look for cracks or bulges. Replace before they turn dangerous. Strong tires mean safer driving, better fuel efficiency, and extended suspension life. Treat them like the first line of defense. Neglect them, and a $100 mistake could cost thousands. But even with perfect traction, overheating can sneak in if the cooling system isn't awake. Trick number 11. Cooling system care. Engines love coolant like humans love water. Ignore it, and meltdown awaits. Most drivers treat cooling like an afterthought until smoke curls from the hood. Overheated engines warp heads, blow gaskets, and ruin days and wallets. Half of catastrophic failures? Cooling system drama. Check it monthly. Low coolant isn't cute, it's dangerous. Dark, rusty, or sludgy fluid? Time to flush. Think of it as giving your engine a spa day. Hoses get brittle, cracks sneak in, and tiny leaks explode into chaos. Swap them before they betray you mid-drive. Even one drop can cook your engine faster than traffic on a summer freeway. Radiators clog, fins bend, and corrosion spreads silently. Inspect semi-annually, especially before scorching summers or freezing winters. A blocked radiator can turn a smooth cruise into a literal fire hazard. Thermostats and pumps? Silent killers. Skip them, and temperature swings will make your dashboard dance, your heater moan, and your engine scream. Treat the cooling system like the engine's lifeline. Care now, avoid $3,000 disasters later. A well-rested engine waits quietly, unaware that a single harsh pedal could shatter its calm. Trick number 10. Avoid harsh driving. Redlining, sudden launches, and jackrabbit stops feel thrilling, but they're silent killers. Every harsh start or floor-to-the-metal burst torments pistons, bearings, and cylinder walls. Your engine remembers every insult. Brakes scream, rotors warp, and pads vanish faster. Suspension joints flex, groan, and wear unevenly. You may feel the thrill, but your wallet feels the pain. Repairing worn suspension or warped rotors can cost hundreds, even thousands. Fuel? It disappears faster than ice cream in July. Aggressive driving can spike consumption 20 to 30%. That's more trips to the pump, less money for fun things. Even tires pay. Hard cornering and burnouts chew tread like a pack of wolves. Tires wear faster, grip suffers, and accidents become more likely. Smooth doesn't mean boring. Gentle acceleration, calm braking, and controlled turns keep your engine cool, brakes alive, and suspension happy. The car breathes better, parts last longer, and MPG improves. Don't get it twisted. Engines aren't fragile, they're tough survivors, but even the toughest get battered when abused. Trick number 9. Conduct general inspection annually. We already know about regular servicing. Oil changes, tire rotations, basic checkups, done. Now, it's time for the full car inspection. Many drivers only show up when the crackdown notice or warning light forces them. That's waiting for trouble. Do it yourself, and you catch issues before they explode. Belts fraying, hoses softening, brake pads thinning, fluids dropping, all visible if you know where to look. Tires cracked or uneven? Don't ignore. Early attention prevents sudden breakdowns, expensive repairs, and even accidents. Start with the essentials: belts, hoses, fluids, brake pads, and tires. Then inspect suspension, battery connections, and radiator hoses. Older cars need this check every 6 months. Younger cars, at least once a year. The payoff is huge. Early detection keeps your engine alive, brakes sharp, and suspension healthy. You save money, prevent surprises, and your car runs smoother, longer. This is the essence of the Japanese shaken inspection: discipline, thoroughness, and timing. After spotting trouble early, you'll want to ensure your choices don't sabotage the car silently. Trick number 8. Stop cheaping on products. Cheaping out is a silent killer. That $10 savings can explode into a $6,000 nightmare. Most victims? Filters, oil filters, air filters, fuel filters. These little components protect the heart of your engine. Go cheap and they clog, tear, or fail. Your engine pays. Stick to what's recommended. If the exact brand isn't available, pick quality alternatives. Don't gamble on bargain bin products. The car doesn't care about your savings. It only reacts to poor protection. Fuel is no different. Sure, Japanese drivers are lenient with brands, unlike Germans who obsess over octane. But the data proves that reckless cost-cutting reduces engine efficiency and shortens lifespan. A bad batch, low-grade additive, or contaminated fuel can ruin injectors, valves, and sensors. Availability should never dictate compromise. Choose quality every time. Filters, oils, coolants, brake fluids, and even windshield washer fluid. These small choices add up. Your engine is a fine-tuned instrument. Cheap strings, cheap keys, cheap maintenance, and it falls out of harmony fast. Invest in quality consistently, and your car won't just survive, it will outlive you. Trick number 7. Stick to OEM parts. Aftermarket parts may look identical, but under stress, they often crumble. OEM parts are made to fit, perform, and last exactly as the engineers intended. Your car doesn't care about your savings. It only knows what keeps it alive. Studies show failure rates for critical components skyrocket with low-quality aftermarket parts. Brakes warp, sensors misfire, suspension mounts crack. Suddenly, that $50 deal becomes a $1,000 repair. That said, not all aftermarket parts are villains. Filters, wipers, or brake pads from trusted brands can work fine. But anything tied to engine timing, electronics, transmission, or safety, stick to OEM. One misfit bolt or sensor, and the domino effect begins. Worried about dealer markups? Smart Japanese owners know the trick. Compare part numbers, shop authorized channels, or certified online sources. You get genuine parts without paying for showroom frills. OEM parts are the proven gear, built for peak performance and endurance. Fit them right, and your engine runs smooth, strong, and worry-free. Ignore them, and a single cheap gamble can snowball into thousands in repairs. Genuine parts keep everything tight, but neglected hinges and latches are whispering warnings. Trick number 6. Lubricate external moving parts. Your engine gets all the fame, but your car's personality lives in its moving parts. Doors that squeak, hood latches that stick, cables that groan, they're silently screaming. I ignored a stiff trunk hinge once. Every slam felt like metal grinding on metal, and the annoyance turned into a dented problem. External parts matter. Hinges, latches, cables, and joints don't just move. They protect, align, and keep your car feeling alive. Ignore them, and rust, wear, and binding creep in. Noise isn't just irritating, it's a warning light for future failures. Lubrication is simple magic. Metal loves penetrating oil. Rubber thrives on silicone spray. Use the wrong product, and you just traded one problem for another. 6-month intervals, or every 3 months in winter or salty climates, keeps everything gliding, clicking, and snapping as it should. The payoff? Softer doors, smoother hoods, tension-free cables, and joints that don't scream. Tiny attention now prevents grinding, costly replacements, and slow decay. Your car feels newer, ages slower, and keeps running like a precision machine. Don't blink. Dirt lurking below can still undermine every effort. Trick number 5. Undercarriage washing. Most people pamper their car's paint, but forget what's underneath. Your undercarriage fights the real battles. Salt, mud, grime, and road crud batter it every mile. Ignore it, and rust sneaks in like a silent thief, quietly eating away metal and smashing resale value. Treat it like a SPA. Every 3 months, hose it down, clear the grime, and check for early rust spots. Bonus points if you hit those hidden corners near the suspension and exhaust. It's not glamorous, but it's life-saving for your car. Undercoating? Do it every 2 years. It's a shield against winter salt and rainy season corrosion. Park in a garage when possible, inspect regularly, and your car's skeleton stays strong. Neglect this, and $500 to $1,500 in rust repair could sneak up on you. Pay attention to what's out of sight, and your car will stay bulletproof on the road. Clean, coat, protect. The undercarriage deserves love too. Trick number 4, the 10-minute cabin detox. Dust, pollen, and mold build up in the cabin, clogging vents and stressing the blower motor. Tiny debris corrodes evaporator fins. Reduced airflow forces compressors to work overtime, silently draining lifespan and your wallet. Most drivers ignore it until a smell hits or the AC dies. That's the exact moment trouble starts. A simple 10-minute ritual each month keeps your system healthy. Turn the fan to high, switch to outside air, and run it before shutting off the engine. It dries condensation, starving mold before it spreads. Every 6 months, spray a foaming AC cleaner into the cabin filter compartment. It flushes dust, kills hidden microbes, and protects sensitive components. The payoff is huge. Smoother airflow, quieter operation, and avoided $1,000 plus repairs. Skip it, and decay sneaks in silently. Stay consistent, and your HVAC hums like new. Your cabin smells fresh, and your car survives longer. You protect both comfort and components. After purging the air you breathe, even the weight you carry can tip the balance. Trick number 3, trunk weight audit. Extra weight hides in forgotten tools, gym bags, spare fluids, or holiday gear. Every 100 pounds adds 1 to 2% more fuel burn and silently punishes your car. Shocks groan, springs sag, tires wear faster, brake rotors overheat, and even the fuel pump strains to keep up. Most drivers never think about it until suspension complaints or poor mileage show up. Hypermilers and long-distance drivers treat trunk audits like a ritual. Every 3 months, they clear out everything non-essential. The compact spare, jack tire plug kit, and inflator are all that survives. Everything else? Out. The results are immediate. Fuel savings of $100 to $200 a year aren't unusual. Suspension components last longer. Brakes and tires wear evenly. The car feels lighter, more responsive, and more agile on every drive. Decluttering your trunk isn't just neat, it's smart. Every pound you remove eases stress on shocks, springs, brakes, and the fuel system. Less weight means better fuel economy, smoother handling, and longer-lasting parts. Lighten the load, then focus where the grime really accumulates under the hood. Trick number 2, steam clean engine bay. Your engine works hard every mile. Dirt, grease, road salt, and microscopic acid sneak into corners you can't see. Left unchecked, grime builds a silent prison around wires, connectors, and sensors. Heat gets trapped, metal corrodes, and electronics start misfiring. Mysterious glitches you'll curse at on Monday morning. Give your engine bay a spa day. Low-pressure steam, gentle degreasers, and a careful rinse flush away the hidden nasties. It's not about making it shiny, it's about survival. Wires breathe, hoses last longer, and metal components resist rust. Even small deposits can turn into big headaches. Melted insulation, corroded clamps, or fried sensor circuits. A clean bay spreads heat evenly, keeps sensors dry, and prevents sudden electrical failures. Your car runs smoother, cooler, and more reliably. Once a year is enough. Schedule it like a wellness ritual for your engine. The payoff? Fewer mysterious electrical gremlins, longer-lasting components, and a car that performs like it just rolled off the assembly line, even after hundreds of thousands of miles. Finally, when the engine sparkles, you'll want to protect what's above, the dash and its secrets. Trick number 1, dashboard sun therapy. Plastics fade, vents warp, and touchscreens lose their crisp response under the sun. Panels that once looked sharp start cracking, splitting, or curling at the edges. Electronics silently suffer too, from heat stress and micro-fading circuits. Combat this quietly. Park in shade or angle the car to avoid long sun exposure. Slide a sunshade across the windshield. Once a month, a microfiber cloth with a UV protectant glides over every panel, button, and screen. It keeps plastic supple, screens smooth, and sensors responsive. The payoff is immediate and long-term. No sticky buttons, no brittle panels, no surprise repairs. Interiors stay vibrant, electronics stay sharp, and the cabin maintains that fresh, controlled feel. A few minutes each month can dodge $500 to $1,500 in dash panel replacements, cracked vents, or fried touchscreen repairs. These habits turn wear and tear into whisper-quiet longevity. Avoid thousands in repairs and drive stress-free. Watch the next video to unlock the hacks that turn ordinary cars into legends on wheels.